We are about to record about some very serious stuff, and I look ridiculous because I just got my hair done. But, hey, it is what it is.
I need a haircut.
I need a haircut too, so I can't do that to myself. I look better like this. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna cover it up. I ain't got no hood.
I mean, you know me, Mr. Do-Rag Hat Man, Mr. Hat Do-Rag Man.
I'm on his tip today. I got the do-rag hat. But you know what I'm saying? We doing what we do. Let's get into it. Where do we start? First of all, I want to address this. I took a step back for a little bit, like a little 2-week break or so.
A
little hiatus, because the world crazy, dog. So, first of all, before that, Joe's not here. My guy works all the time, and he don't sleep, and he just happened to pass out just now. And I looked at the man, and he was like dead on his bed, like
chalk outline,
like literally, like. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna let dog sleep. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna bother him with my little podcast. So
he gonna be mad.
I don't mean he gonna be mad. We not ever.
Like, bro, I wasn't even asleep.
Nah, bro, I promise you, dog, you was knocked out.
No,
but,
bro. Oh,
see, I've been having that problem, but we here.
I ain't got my
So,
tie right. That's why.
What's up, Drake? How are you?
You know me, being me.
Right.
Lean, mean, but not 13. Nah. But I was watching like Mike.
Oh.
I'm solid, bro. This was a alright week. I've done some things.
Fun things?
No, not no fun things.
Important things?
Some manly, some things that made me feel like a man.
I'm intrigued. Go on.
Oh, man. I told my mom, I was like, you didn't even gotta pay the bill. I got it.
Oh, those kind of things.
Those kind of manly things.
Oh, I like those manly
pay those
things.
bills. I got it, bro.
Those are the most manly things. I like that. That's a wonderful week.
Man,
Okay.
I think that gave me some chest hairs.
Man, like eating a hot jalapeno.
It ain't hot.
It's hot enough. They say you grow hairs on your chest.
Ain't nothing.
Take like a whiskey shot. Couple hairs going on your chest.
Yeah, it's like I got punched by Deontay Wilder. In the
Take
chest.
you a nice cigar hit.
My stomach hurts. My stomach hurt.
What I was saying at first though was the world is crazy, and so me personally, I've been like, man, when shit goes crazy in the world, like I think about it, it bothers me. It's hard to sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on in the world, dog? What's going on? What's gonna happen? So I just felt like it wasn't the right time for us to be dropping content. Like,
but we was working.
We was working on it.
We was working.
We was been recording. I'm saying
working.
I ain't saying I ain't been doing nothing. I ain't just talk to y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I've been working. We got something for you. But I ain't dropped it yet.
What he said.
With that being said though, one of the things we want to get into, and we will get right into, is before we get into what Drew Brees said, let's go.
You gotta talk about what happened before.
Yeah, let's go with the timeline. So everybody knows what happened. George Floyd was brutally murdered by a police officer. Simple as that. No other words need to be said about it. That is exactly what happened, right?
Exactly what happened.
He was brutally murdered. And because he was brutally murdered, our community, and not just our community, but a large part of the world turned up. Because they was like, hell no.
Anybody with a rational mind is turned up. Because, like, what is
that? That just wasn't... You're not going to see that video and think to yourself, that is okay.
Like,
nobody thinks that.
Before it was big, I seen it. And then, it just started. And I'm like, I'm about to get mad. And then I got mad. And I'm like, because, it's like, it went from one thing, I'm thinking, I'm already mad. 'Cause I'm like, dang, what he doing is wrong right now. Then when I, keep going and he gone, he dead, I'm like, whoa,
I'm gonna be honest with you. When it first happened, I kept seeing the video. I didn't want to watch it. What was you
You see
finna
the
say?
part when they was beating him up in the car? Though?
Yeah,
Like, I seen that
I
post
seen
later.
that recently. That was recently, but back then, when the video dropped, I'm like, I'm not watching that. What? I don't want to watch that. They said he did what? I'm thinking like it's probably gonna be another thing that gets swept under the rug. I don't even want to see it because like that's make you sick to your stomach. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You don't want to see that, so I'm thinking like, nah, I'm not gonna watch it. But as more people kept talking about it, the timeline was pissed. I'm like, I gotta look, and that shit was fucked up. It's like I don't want to talk much about it because it's just sad, and I don't want to. It's messed up, but I think the world agrees with me about one thing. That shit's not okay. And it might be some people out there that don't agree, but them people is crazy. And they are the problem.
Oh.
But most people agree that that shit was not okay. No matter what political party they support, no matter who they voted for, they agree that that shit was not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I'm like, anybody that justifies that is insane to me.
Yeah, try to find a reason for it. Like, but I don't think people disagree that it wasn't cool. But the aftermath was something. And I hesitate to speak on it, and I also hesitated to speak on it and on like social media and whatnot, because I feel like at one point I wasn't a part of the popular opinion, because I saw a lot of stuff going on, and I'm like, yo, I really wish people were not destroying shit. And then later on we found out that most of the people destroying shit weren't part of the, you know what I'm saying, the people, it got separated, all the, they said Antifa, whatever, all that stuff. They were the ones doing all the crazy stuff. So, but at first I was like, this is ridiculous, and I don't know how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
I just felt like so like some of the like destroying and stuff like that, like back home, like they're targeting like black-owned businesses and stuff like that. Like that was not cool at all.
Yeah.
Like I know somebody from like they done came up on some blase, they just protesting. Like, come on, man. Like
it's a
that's
mockery
hurting
of
people.
what really mattered.
Exactly. And like it is ignorant people out there also that's like, I'm just here to hit a lick. Like
that video on Twitter.
Yeah.
See, bro, the part,
like he was being honest, but still being ignorant.
Ignorant is all outdoors. Don't like that's some ignorant shit, but he's being honest. Think about all the people that weren't being honest with themselves.
Let's talk about the people who's taking pictures for Instagram and makes like they're part of the movement.
That, you know that lady that I don't know if y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the video. It was this white lady, white tee.
I guess I like Stewie Griffin.
Like white lady.
White.
She had went up to this dude that was working on this little building or whatever and took a picture with a little power drill, making it seem like she was rebuilding the building. They found, and then she hopped right back in the car like, oh yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. They found out she lost her job or whatever. But she's not the only one. It was people on both sides too. I'm sorry, it was people on both sides doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's people that went out to the protest. Hey, I'm here, we popping, you know what I'm saying? And they go right back home. Feel me? So, people doing stuff for the medias, as always.
Where them bricks come from?
Where the bricks come from? They don't know what we're talking about. Where the bricks come from? You might know.
Man, it wasn't the plug.
I don't know who was like, hey, bro, can you put some bricks here for us to just happen to be able to throw?
I don't know, man. I don't know no plug just putting bricks out on the street like that.
A lot of conspiracy theorisms. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. And with that being said, the whole time on my social media, I was putting out statements like love is the answer, supporting like a lot of Martin Luther King ideals and stuff, peaceful protests, because that's what it's about. You want to talk to somebody, the way you're going to get somebody to understand you is respecting their opinion first of all, and you know what I'm saying, trying to...
Why are you talking about respecting opinion? I have one thing to say, and then I have a little story behind it.
Talk to me. But wait, do you want me to answer your question?
Well, not really a question, a statement.
Tell me what you were going to say.
So, you said respecting people's opinions, right? The whole thing is saying Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
They're like, all lives matter.
I
I feel like there shouldn't be a rebuttal to anything saying Black Lives Matter because they're not saying nobody else's doesn't matter. They're saying we matter too.
Exactly.
That's all they're saying.
They're mad because it doesn't say a 2 on the end. But why do you have to say 2? Is it not just coherent? You just hear somebody says, this person's life matters, and then you go, what about mine? I saw this meme, right? It was like a dude with his legs cut off. And then he was like, oh, my legs hurt. And then somebody's right there helping him. And then this guy walks up behind him. He's like, well, I've had leg pain too. It's like, why are you yelling? Like, this nigga's you get it, right?
Yeah.
Why can't I say this life matters without you saying my life matters too? I never told you your life didn't matter. I just feel like these people are getting treated like their life don't matter. So I'm going to say it matters.
So to let
There's
it be known
no
that
problem
it matters,
with that.
But no, all lives matter. I'm about to get mad.
Like, that's ridiculous. That is one of the dumbest things out there.
Now, I have a story behind that.
Uh huh.
So I'm not gonna say nobody's names because it's people's personal business or whatever. Well, it's not personal, but people don't want their stuff out there.
No, I agree.
But it's actually really popular on Twitter right now. But so, some workers at Chick-fil-A, they I know somebody that worked at Chick-fil-A, and basically they had a Black Lives Matter mask on. They have to wear a mask at work.
The person you know?
No, the person I know is telling me all of this.
Oh, okay.
But these are her acquaintances, her friends.
So this is at her location?
Yes, at her location. So, they're working, and she has a Black Lives Matter mask on. Whatever.
Right.
A lady pulls up in the drive-thru and telling her, no, all lives matter, and all stuff like that. Going up on her, being very rude and things like that to the worker. She's just doing her job, and she just has a mask on that says Black Lives Matter. And that's where I go back to the point.
Imagine yelling at a Chick-fil-A worker.
Yeah, very nice they are.
Yeah,
yes, they are.
Chick-fil-A. Come
and
on.
then she's like going up, whatever, like that. And she's really the customers being really rude. It's a white lady.
White lady, I understand. I figured.
White lady. And
I believe they call those kids.
they still served the lady after that, and they served the lady after that and told the workers with the Black Lives mask either go home or take it off.
They said that to the workers.
To the workers. Didn't ban the lady, didn't tell the lady she got to leave, still served her order. She got the most nice treatment that she could possibly get still.
They told her to take it off or leave?
Told her to take the mask off or leave.
Okay.
As in go home. What you think they did?
She left, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Was she fired?
No.
She wasn't fired.
Was
she paid for the rest of her shift?
I have no clue.
That right there is the question. If she was paid for the rest of her shift,
but
it's fucked up, but they did right.
The problem is also the managers would make it seem like the worker was wrong in that situation.
What were they saying she did wrong? Because she argued back or something?
But no, it was basically
she shouldn't be wearing that mask.
Oh, they said that it's not a place to make political statements. And I don't think saying Black Lives Matter is a political statement.
Technically, it is far from one. It is a politically funded thing, but me saying that a Black Life Matters is not political.
It's not political at all. And if Chick-fil-A is the Christian place that it says it is,
then they should be able to say things.
They should be able to say things like "This life matters" and things like that. Now, if she was like, "Oh well, you're part of this party," and blah 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 blah, then that's making political statements. But she was just stating that her Black life and someone else's Black life also matter.
So I'm trying to think of a situation to relate this to. I'm just trying to play, you know what I'm saying, devil's advocate. I just want to see they Chick-fil-A standpoint on it, but nah, they still wrong. That's not, that's just wrong. You can't say nothing else about it. It's just wrong. But we all know who funds Chick-fil-A. We know who Chick-fil-A funds. We know where they stand. So they have to have some technical excuse to where they're technically not running their business wrong. But I just don't see it. But I mean, if something is coherently political, but it is not technically political.
But
You
she
know what I'm
didn't
saying?
say anything. She just had a mask on. And the lady came up harassing her about
What
it.
can you relate it to? I'm trying to think of something else that's like a political statement. But wait, Chick-fil-A has Blue Lives Matter shirts.
Yeah, that's also part of the problem.
I can't say shit.
That's
They're wrong. They're wrong. That's not cool. But you know how Chick-fil-A be. They pay their workers good.
They don't
You know how it be.
They don't treat them as good as they say they do.
I bet In-N-Out probably the same way about it. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that was a completely wrong way to handle that situation. And to those young ladies, those women that have to deal with that,
I'm sorry.
sorry about that. You know?
That's wrong. And I really respect you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Respect you that you left. That you
Yes.
didn't say that like, oh.
That's noble. That is noble.
Yeah.
You stood up for what you believe in.
And then let the
People
problem
won't.
be known and posted it on Twitter.
Yes, exactly. Expose these people. Speak on that. People say they can't say it. Say whatever you want. It's your media.
Yes.
Speak on it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, last time
So I
seen
commend you for all that.
I seen it like after like one night and it had like 1,800 retweets or something like that.
Good. Expose them people. Ain't nothing. I'm not gonna lie though. It's not gonna do nothing. They probably might change a little tweak.
Oh, well, no, people wasn't eating there. Like
People were That's good.
people wasn't eating there.
Watch out
And
these companies.
I think it's supposed to be a protest. Today Monday. It's supposed to be a protest today. I think.
I seen a post on Twitter and I really agree with it. How it's crazy that I think it's been, I don't know how many days, but now you don't see anything on Twitter about protests, but they're still going on. But nobody's talking about them. They're not trendy anymore.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So now, you know, I'm no rocket scientist, no mathematician or nothing. But
I know.
you know, but
Right.
these are groups of more than 10 people. And I
think a
haven't
lot of
heard
people are
nothing
gonna
about
get
it.
sick.
I haven't heard anything about it.
You know what? I haven't either. I'm not gonna lie. I have been saying that I think this Rona stuff is like a lot of cap. But you know, it's really interesting that, bro, it's an election year. You know that's why 2020 is crazy. People are trying to get elected. 2020 is crazy. That Rona stuff was a lot of political nonsense because if it wasn't an election year, they wouldn't have been giving away so much money. Think about that. They trying to persuade people so they like, y'all gotta stay in the house. We're gonna break y'all off. Bet you want to vote for me? Come on now.
4 years. Did you see the pictures? It was like, it just dropped. It was like, Obama, June 4th, his last year, and Trump, June 4th, his last year. Like the White House is completely like dark right now. Like that. And Obama had the LGBTQ plus communities flag like over the White House.
That's crazy. Bro dipped to a bunker. What do you think was gonna happen? Do you really think people were about to storm the White House?
The people who think that people are somewhere in the White House and they act like some. Did you see that?
Yeah, they were in Houston talking about it was the White House. Jesus,
my
man.
God. They're in.
That is not the White House. Bro, what do you think would have happened if they'd have stormed the White House?
Oh.
You think it's like trip mines?
Like, not to make a joke out of it, but like let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah,
Like,
no, they'd have got dropped. I believe it. I couldn't imagine.
You know, when
nobody
people visit the
a
White
bunch
House,
of black people running up at the White House, they going, what? Doof, doof.
Oh my God.
They would love it. Now I'm being real. That would be like, what? Perfect.
While we're on the topic,
Points.
the protests are about police brutality.
Right.
But to stop people from protesting stuff, they're using police brutality. Like police brutality isn't the problem.
Yeah. And it's crazy. They've made people lose eyes, limbs. They made an old white man bleed out of both of his ears because they pushed him back on his head on some cement. They're being brutal as shit. People are also being crazy, but not nearly as crazy as they are.
They had a gun pointed at a child, a little girl.
I believe you. I didn't see it, but I believe you, and I don't even think twice when you say it. I believe you 100%, because I wouldn't put past anybody at this point. Nah, that shit's ridiculous. What was the situation with that?
I don't really know the context of that situation, so I'm not going to speak on it. But
that's ridiculous.
I seen the picture.
Man. That's sad.
And that's something I can't go into because I'm like, if anybody knows me, I don't play about kids.
Yeah, bro,
I don't
that's
play
sad,
about kids.
actually.
So that I went away. If you haven't noticed, I haven't been on Twitter in like a while. Like
I try to.
I just posted like for the first time like last night or something like that. I haven't been on Twitter in like a week because
that's just sad, bro.
Yo, evil world we live in, man.
I love to engage with people on like line and stuff, so I can't stay on social media. I be wanting to talk to people. But you know, it's the shit. It would literally make my mood worse every time I go on because you hate to see reality. You know what I'm saying? The reality of it is people are being brutalized by police, and it's not particular races. They're Mexicans, Hispanics, Asians, black people, and whites being brutalized by the police currently during these protests. Some people are doing things to spark it. Some people are not. They're still doing fucked up shit at the end of the day. Point blank period.
Man, I'm just saying. They go through all that training to still behave like an animal.
Bro, it's
that's all
ridiculous.
I'm saying.
I don't understand why it is. Why is it that so many police officers have the excuse of acting off of impulse like they've never been trained? Why are their impulses so much worse than regular people?
Exactly.
Like, that's what I don't get.
Person say, oh, I shot him because I thought he had a gun. Then I'm like, but did he have a gun?
Oh, you're going to jail for murder. If I was to just get scared, if I was to walk up to your door, right, at night and got scared, was like, oh shit, you got a gun, and let off 6 shots in your window, I'm getting so much jail time. And my excuse would be, I'm his friend. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't going up with no malicious intent. But if a police officer just come up and do the same thing, they're going to be like,
he could have had
it was impulsive. Yeah. I don't get that. That's something that doesn't make sense.
Unless you're the baby.
Oh yeah, the baby got away with murder. I don't know what the situation is. I just know he got away with murder. So kudos to him, I guess.
Kudos, man. He's being
a lot of dudes wanted to do it and couldn't. Sorry that they didn't, I guess. Nah, I don't know.
This is I noticed it's serious because Twitter is usually the funniest place on the internet.
Man,
the funniest place on the internet.
Anyway, it was dark.
It was literally like I don't know if we're gonna talk about this in the podcast, but it literally was police brutality and the topic was rape also.
Yeah,
that's all Twitter was, and like
but let's talk about that because that is okay, and we should talk about it actually because these women were doing amazing things.
Yes, they were.
That was amazing. I hope that somebody that like some of my Twitter friends watch this. You know what I'm saying? What y'all did was amazing. Speaking out like that is changing so much stigma. You know what I'm saying? People thinking they can't speak. I commend every one of those ladies. Like, every single one. That was amazing.
Because your post helped somebody else come out about what happened to them and knowing that they're not alone.
That shit was beautiful, bro.
And
it's a sad thing, but it's
unity, man.
Yeah.
That's like you guys, you women, you did the right thing.
Yeah.
No matter what anybody tell you, no matter who trying to defend they rapey ass friend, they perverted ass friend, they bitch ass friend, any nigga that do anything like that to a woman is a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, I said that at me. If you hanging around with a nigga that's rapey like that, use a bitch
part
ass
of the problem.
Because
you should call your homie out on some weird shit like that.
Exactly. If she can't say no, it's still no. Like, come on. Like, it don't take no time out of your day, out of whatever's going on, and be like, are you sure about this? Are you good? Are you comfortable? Like,
some dudes is just, I don't know, man. It's no excuse. Like, but what I want to say is, if any female, if any person, it's not about females, it was dudes, and I really respect those dudes, because that is something that people would be so scared to do. You so strong for saying that. You know what I'm saying? But to any person come out and to say something to you that they have been abused mentally, sexually, any way, and they come out to say that to you and you defend that person, you are wrong off rip.
Wrong.
You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. If somebody was willing to come and tell you that, and you're like, nah, my dog not like that. It's a lot.
It's sad. Like, it's really sad because, like,
it
like,
is.
Like, not even like they're going through this like as kids. Like,
Yeah,
like
bro.
I was 10, I was 9, I was 8. Like, they're going through it all until they're adults, so they can finally defend themselves. Like, and it's family members that know that this shit is going on and not helping them. It's like
It's sick.
it's
sick. And for the people that don't know, people were saying I was whatever age that they had been abused, and I was like, I was blank. And I seen some people posting several ages, and it's just like, that shit. Every time I read,
people were saying that it was family members.
Yeah,
man.
it was family members, it was people they grew up with, it babysit, all types of shit, man. And I have nieces and I have nephews, and that shit scares me, bro. Because if I was to ever see some shit like that,
I don't play about the women in my life nor kids, and
That's
anybody
tough.
in my life, man. Like what kind of like sick? Like, you know this is wrong and you doing it, like.
nah, but that's
Like,
that's sick.
if you got to think about what you're doing and like, hey, like this could go wrong. It's wrong. Like,
like, you feel me?
like, it's wrong. It's not that hard. If she say no, it's no. If she not consenting to this, it's wrong. Like, if he not consenting to this, it's wrong. Like, what was it? He don't want to give me no dick, and I'm gonna just get it. I'm gonna go take it from him. Like, that's wrong. Like,
Bro,
I don't care how cool that shit sound. That shit is wrong.
That's
Like,
it's
just
so
because she your
mean.
girl,
That's
just because she your wife, just because he your husband, fiance, whatever you want to call it, whatever your relation is, that don't mean that you can just
no
force
matter the
yourself on it. It don't
relationship,
matter. Like, it gotta be consent. It gotta be
No,
on
it's
both
always
sides.
That's no matter who, what, from in anything to anything, the word no means no. And that's just what that is. You know what I'm saying? But that shit is sick, and I don't want to talk about it. So we're gonna move on because that's just gonna fucking
I'm about
upset
to
me
get
more.
super mad.
Like, fucking,
I
let's
started
talk
yelling,
about
bro.
some other stupid
I
shit
started
and what
yelling.
Drew Brees said. I'm gonna say this. Why do people take everything and make it about themselves? Cause same as saying Black Lives Matter. I can sit here and say Black Lives Matter 1,000 times and still believe all lives are equal. But if I feel that people don't believe these Black Lives Matter and I say it, it does not mean that I think other lives don't matter. And that is the same as if somebody goes and decides, Colin Kaepernick decides to take a knee to protest police brutality. He did not take that knee to disrespect the flag. He took it for this purpose, and you are making it about something that it is not.
He was doing it for the justice for all.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
justice for all. He didn't say anything about anything else about the country, man. He said he wants justice. That's all he wants, man.
And people took it as disrespect. But when all they had to do was simply sit there and say, he's not trying to be disrespectful.
If anybody's disrespecting the flag, it's the people who's doing this police brutality and
Yeah,
getting away with it.
'cause that's not American.
That's not justice.
That's not American. To be American is to love your brothers in your country, no matter diversity. We're supposed to be all equal and loving.
And
That's not
what's
American.
What is it? Indivisibly and justice for all, right?
Hmm? That is the most American thing he could do, in a sense. If he's trying to make us all more American by not brutalizing our black brothers and sisters. What about that? Did nobody sit there and think that? Like,
No. It's a
I
disgrace to
don't-
football. It's a disgrace to the country. It's a disgrace to the
what did
flag.
Drew Brees say?
Oh,
Let's see.
shut
Word
up.
for word, I will tell y'all.
Flag of the United States. All right.
I'm I too grand robbers. Okay, got it. This is gonna be pretty bad and probably be offensive. I'm sorry. I don't really care though. I will never agree with anybody.
You gotta say the all right just like that. All right.
I will never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States of America or our
it's
country.
It's not that country. Oh my God.
I've decided that is how it
just
sounds.
Read it. He in New Orleans, man. Just read it, man. Yeah,
I will never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States of America or our country. Let me just tell you what I see and what I feel when the national anthem is played and I look at the flag of the United States. I envision my two grandfathers who fought for this country during World War II, one in the Army and one in the Marine Corps, both risking their lives to protect our country and try to make our country and this world a better place. So every time I stand with my hand over my heart, looking at that flag and singing the national anthem, that's what I think about. All right, I want to say this.
What was the second part right there?
The second part, I believe, is a response to another question. But I think that the second part he says is, and is everything with our country right now? No, it is not. We still have a long way to go, but I think what you do by standing there and showing respect to the flag with your hand over your heart is it shows unity. It shows that we are all in this together, we can all do better, and that we are all a part of the solution. Okay, look, I'm going to say this with all due respect, and it's going to be an inclusive statement. What he says is sincere, but there's no malicious intent. This isn't a hateful statement. This is a statement of a man who is not understanding where another man is coming from, or he's just not agreeing with it. It does not.
He's saying he's like disagreeing because he doesn't understand.
Yeah, exactly. It's not him saying, no, I don't agree with, like, no, what you're doing is wrong. I don't agree with you needing those rights or whatever. I don't think you are unequally prosecuted. He's saying that standing up is more important than kneeling. That will be a better idea for you to do. And that is fair for him to feel that way. But I don't agree with how he feels, and many people didn't agree with how he feels. So people got upset, and he apologized. So with that being said, I'm not mad at Drew Brees. I want to say that first of all.
Okay, I have a question. So he's saying kneeling is a problem. So what if the national anthem is going on and somebody's standing up like this?
Wait, what do you mean? I don't think he said kneeling is the problem. I just think he was saying kneeling isn't better than standing up.
He's saying like you're supposed to stand up because it shows
unity
and stuff like that.
To show we're like united.
Doing that, but you're standing up. It's not a unity where you're not sitting there like this because there is also a different.
I think that'd be better, but I don't know, dude. I'm sure people would still be upset, but they're gonna be upset either way because they just don't want to see people protesting. Yeah. But that's just how they're gonna have to feel. It is what it is.
What did the lady tell LeBron and KD?
I'm gonna get into that too because that made me mad, and I'm definitely gonna get into that. But right now about Drew Brees, the reason you can tell how ignorant to another person's cause he is because all the times he said I, because he's talking about himself and how he feels. But really, it's fair for him to have that opinion. But this isn't about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So your opinion is cool, but think about these other people. And if you weren't in the NFL, people wouldn't be so mad about what you say. But it's the fact that you got black people on your team. You got, you play alongside these brothers. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite target is a Michael Thomas. So they expect you. Did I say that? It's a Michael Thomas. You know what I'm saying? So they expect you to understand where they're coming from and agree with their opinions. You know what I'm saying? Or at least understand it. And apparently he does now because he put out an apology statement. It could have went one of two ways. He could have said, nah, I don't agree. I think you should still stand up. It's not likely he would have said that because people would have been pissed. But he could have said that, and he didn't. That's not what he said. He said, I understand, and people want to kneel because what they're fighting for is big, and this is the way they want to protest, and they feel like this is the best way to get their point across. So that's what they should do. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. Because somebody's just trying to make a point. And you just don't like the way they're trying to make the point. That grow up. Because that's how the world goes at this point. It's very unlikely that you're going to get a bunch of people to sit there and put their hand over their chest. People don't want to do that. So you're going to have to get over it. To be honest. Because that's really, really what it is. That's just not going to happen.
I thought about a time I was on crutches,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in a pack assembly or whatever like that, and all this was going on or whatever like that, and the teacher was really like saying I was being disrespectful for not standing up for the flag.
Because you were on crutches, because you didn't want to lean on your crutches.
Yeah.
You know, it means
Actually,
a lot to some people.
I got kicked out of that class. Like she kicked
Well, I
me.
mean, it should, I guess.
No, she kicked me out of the class for that. Like after that, it's just
That's ridiculous.
yeah.
But that's just one of them mad old people that's just gonna be like that, you know? She was old. She was old. Exactly.
She was. Yeah.
It's what you expect, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what else did they expect? You gonna be like, my leg is hurt, lady. Are you really tripping? And that's what most people would say. But then people would agree with her, like, nah, you're still being disrespectful. If you can stand, you should stand. And I mean, like, that's just the way it's gonna be. People are never gonna agree on that, I think. But at the same time, the realistic standpoint is, he's just trying to protest, and your leg just hurts. Get over yourselves. Because at the end of the day, that man that is taking a knee is trying to do one of the most noble American things there is. And give justice for all people.
He's standing up for his people. He's standing up.
You know what I'm saying? By taking a knee, he's standing up for people. That's what they've been saying. And it's like, why has nobody had that perspective? Because they're going to say that what he's trying to do isn't a big deal and it's unnecessary. But even if it is, so what? He's still going to fight for it. And he has every right to.
Oh, it's a big deal.
It's a big fucking deal. Yeah, I know. But even if it wasn't, so what? Let him fight for it. It could be the most minor deal. If he wants to fight for it because he has that right as an American. That's what the fact of the matter is.
Facts.
And so anybody fighting for it, and it might be some stupid shit you fighting for. We are Americans, and the truth of the matter, the fact of the matter is what I was trying to say is you fucking can. So fight for it, because damn it, you can if you want to.
Freedom of speech, right?
It's freedom of speech. And you know what? At the end of the day, you always have it, and they will try to take it from you, but that just means you should work harder to have it. Damn it. Fight for your rights. We all have that rights because we are Americans. So to all the people hating on Colin Kaepernick, get over yourselves, because it's the fact of the matter, because he's American, he can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And even if the NFL tries to kick him out, he can still do it. He's still doing it.
If it's not against the law and they hating on you, trying to tell you to stop, trying to blackball you out, keep doing it, because obviously you're doing something right. They don't like that.
If somebody mad, you're doing something.
You're doing something right.
You wouldn't have no haters if you wasn't making an impact.
Exactly.
If
you're doing something good, somebody gonna always hate you.
You're gonna have a hater.
Like, people dislike Patty Mahomes, and he's great.
I've been waiting for my hate comments on my YouTube channel. That means I'm reaching people. All right. Last thing I want to talk about. What is that lady name? What's that lady name? I'm finna look it up, because that lady done make me mad.
She said something else about somebody else. I'm like, oh, they're just.
Yeah, she's talking about Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Like,
he's just expressing his opinion, and. Oh, shut up and dribble. Oh, my God.
Her name is Laura Ingraham. She's white. If you did not know,
White.
Me saying that is not racist. I'm just defining her because she is a white lady, and I'm pretty sure she identifies that way. Damn it. You know what I'm saying? She said, and it pissed LeBron off and almost everybody off, she is the shut up and dribble lady. She
that was
said,
like 2 years.
This was, I don't know when it was, they were talking about Trump.
They were in the car.
I think it was 2 years ago.
They're doing the car ride thing.
Yep, and it was LeBron and KD, the two biggest NBA players. Got that. It's been so long, man. I missed the NBA. I don't even know what it's called no more. I'm sorry.
The 2K League.
The 2K League. Was Chris Smoove? What's his name again? Oh, no. Anyways, the stars of the NBA, LeBron and KD, very inspirational. Very motivational, very
aware,
popular, impactful, because they have large social media following. LeBron is probably one of the most famous sports players ever. She told them that they should shut up and dribble the basketball because they are just basketball players.
And nobody asked for their political comments.
Has anybody told Kim Kardashian to shut up and put makeup on?
Shut up and make a sex tape?
You know what? People have probably said that, but you know what I'm saying? If Kim Kardashian can be making waves out here, you know what I'm saying, freeing people from jails and shit, because she be doing shit, then how you gonna tell LeBron James to shut up and dribble the basketball? That is one of the dumbest statements I've ever heard.
And he was talking about, well, guess what?
Police brutality.
Yes, sir.
He was talking about police brutality. He's also, okay. She said, no one voted for you. Millions elected Trump to be their coach. So keep the political commentary to yourself. Or as someone once said, shut up and dribble. So she is not the shut up and dribble lady.
No.
She just continued it on. She just said for them to shut up and dribble as well. So now we're upset that she said that because, you know, she could feel that way.
I think it's her originally, right? Or is it that
She said someone once said, so she must not be the originator of that comment. Whoever the fuck said it, damn it, they said it. And then everybody was mad because they should have never said it. And then it's even worse that she said that because then she said this about what Drew Brees said. He's allowed to have his view about what kneeling and the flag means to him. I mean, he's a person. He has some worth, I would imagine. So, my statement here is, she is totally right about what she said about Drew Brees. But why doesn't he have to shut up and throw a football? Why can he have an opinion and LeBron has to shut up? Is it because he's black? Or is it because he disagrees with Trump? Whatever the reason is, you're a bitch. There it is. That's what I wanted to say.
He gets paid millions to dribble a ball. He get paid millions to throw a ball.
I bet he got more money than her. So why doesn't she just shut up? Nobody cares what she's saying.
You get paid thousands and they get paid millions.
You know what I'm saying?
What if they said, fucking shut up and cover some real news? How about that?
How about the fact that I can guarantee you that more people care about LeBron's opinion than hers, no matter who she is, because I don't know who she is. Because I hear LeBron James, and I think the whole room knows exactly who that is. I say Laura Ingraham, and they're like, huh? And then I'm like, the shut up and dribble lady, and they're like, oh yeah, fuck her. So, you know, nobody cares about your opinion, really. So why don't you shut up? Now I think I'm done. And with that being said, I don't know what else to say. I'm still mad about that. That's just what's up with the double standard? What is it about? Why does she feel that way? Is it because we black? Or is it because they're going against Trump?
Well, while we were scrolling through her, like trying to figure out who said it, I had, like, you know, this is on the page, so I read it. It said very conservative. Like,
yeah, she's very conservative, indeed.
So, what do you think?
I think it's just about Trump. Partially because he's black, but she's like, oh, he's disagreeing with Trump? Like, what he's talking about? This guy's agreeing with Trump? Yeah, he can say that. You know what it is?
I have a video.
Nobody wants to hear anybody disagreeing with their opinion. It goes on both sides. It goes both ways. Everybody thinks they're right, so they don't want to hear what the other side is saying.
Except things that are actually right, like, you know, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, because they do. Because at the end of the day, this person, this human being, no matter what skin color they are, their life matters. But if somebody treats them like they don't, and I say that they do, that doesn't mean that this other person, who does get treated like they matter, their life now does not matter. That all lives fucking matter. So Black Lives Matter.
All right, bro. I got a series of questions for you.
Man.
What color does a black person bleed?
The same color as any other person? Or did you want me to say red?
That's a great question. That's a great answer. Now, I won't say everyone, but don't majority of people have the same internal organs?
Some people are missing certain things, but if that was your point, but yeah, we all got the same shit. We all look exactly the same with our skin.
The same, you know, just, you know, a little melanin over here, a little not melanin on me.
You know what I'm saying? A little less melanin, a little more, a little none. You cut their skin off, they all normal. The same shit. You don't even know what it is. You just might know if it's a dude or not.
Hey,
that life matters.
Wheat bread or white bread, either way, I'm making a sandwich. Like, the same thing. It's a sandwich at the end of the day.
Life is life, bro. Life is life. And you know what? People will hear what we saying and be like, well, why do you have to say that Black Lives Matter? Nobody ever said they don't. And that's a racist ass statement. That's a racist ass statement. Because why are you upset that I said it? What the fuck? Are you mad because I said this Black Lives Matters? Did that make you feel some type of way deep down inside? You sound racist as fuck.
I care.
That's racist.
I care.
I think that's racist. Alright. I don't know about y'all. We are all entitled to our opinions. But, who was it? What was his name? There was either NFL or NBA player.
It was an NFL player.
NFL player? I think it was too. I think it was Teddy Bridgewater, actually.
Nah, I think it was a receiver.
No, it was a receiver.
Was it Zay Jones?
It was Zay Jones. Damn, you got a good memory. Raiders receiver Zay Jones. He says he's in the grocery store, and this white lady walked up to him, older lady. She walked up to him, and she tapped on his shoulder, and she said something first. And she looked at him real sincere and said, "You matter to me."
You know, that might not be right. It probably was really genuine.
It probably was really genuine. But we live in a crazy fucking world and she feels the need to go and do that.
Exactly.
That's just all I gotta say. I don't know how else to feel because I wouldn't. If she were to come up to say that to me, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like, "Well,
I'd be confused."
I would definitely be confused, and I would not be upset with her. But I'd just be like, after that, I'd just shake my head and think about it for hours. Because why the fuck did she have to do that? Because this is a fucked up world. That's why.
I wanted to talk about this earlier, like just bring it up. Also, like when we were talking about the Twitter thing, there's also something else going on Twitter. People are talking about times where they've encountered police brutality or police were mistreating them, and it's sad. Like
it is sad,
bro. I don't know if I ever told you the first time I ever got a gun put out on me
by a police officer.
Yeah, that was the first time. It wasn't out in the streets, nothing like that. And you know how old I was, bro?
No.
I was old enough to still be in elementary school. And me and D'Angelo was talking about it.
Now, I bet you had no idea what the fuck was going on and no idea why they would behave this way.
Just going to Jack in the Box. That's across the street from my school.
Was school in session or something?
No.
Did you jaywalk?
No.
There's no excuse, bro.
Yeah, it was just...
I'm not going to be able to justify this shit, and I don't want to. I don't even want to ask questions.
How dangerous can a...
I have to, I guess.
Okay, let's just round it up. Just say, how dangerous can a 10-year-old be?
Not really. I mean, I suppose infinitely dangerous, but what's the likelihood of it? This little kid being dangerous? Not very likely.
10 years old, bro. Come on.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, don't let me have a pencil in my ear. Oh, I got a gun in my ear. Oh.
Bro, I can tell you
a lot of things that don't look like a gun.
We all will have stories of encounters with the police because, you know.
But what he said?
What?
What does Heath be saying?
For 12?
For 12?
For 12.
For 12?
We could all have encounters with the police. We would all have things to say as things that happen. But I could just tell you, like, I don't think no matter what happens in the world, there's not ever going to be a time where I'm not second guessing anything going on with police because I'm black. And that's just the fact of the matter. And I think everybody feels that way no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And I think other races of people don't feel that way. And I'm not saying that anyone in particular is to blame because we can all blame so many things. I'm just saying the fact of the matter is I'm never not going to be nervous around a police officer.
They said...
And that's not how it should be.
Being black is when you drive past the police officer and see if they get behind you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Black. You double take. And you won't believe, dog, we go to school in Vegas now, dog, I'm cool with white people. I've been in a car with some people that's not black driving, and they don't think twice about police, and I think it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
They don't even care.
But we be in the car too deep, like,
Like, ooh.
Don't let you have a nice
Take
car.
your hat off, bro.
Take your hat off, take your do-rag off.
Put a V-neck on.
Put a button on shirt on.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's just always how I'm going to feel. And you know what? If anybody tells me not to feel that way, I'm going to disagree because I've seen too much shit with my own eyes to listen to your statement. Because if you don't agree with me, you just ain't being realistic. Because no matter how many encounters I have with police officers that are not racist, no matter how many good police officers there are that aren't racist, and I know they exist, motherfuckers still die from racist police officers. So I'm not going to act like it don't happen.
Hey, man, if you got a bunch of vegetables and one rotten vegetable touch the other ones, they all start rotting.
It is what it is. One dirty cop is a dirty police station. You know what I'm saying? If one get away with it, everyone will. Feel me? So I'm not just going to bet on this guy's probably a good guy. Because I know it's been a bunch of brothers that thought to themselves, this guy is probably a good guy, then was shot dead. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's terrible. But it's the truth. So we gonna say it. And we gonna live with it. Because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And we not gonna act like it's not the truth. So when somebody out here says Black Lives Matter, they say that shit because I feel what I just said. You know what I'm saying? And I will never have no problem with somebody saying Black Lives Matter because I spend every day of my life feeling the way I just said.
Did you see Blueface's story the other day?
Nah, I did not.
Oh.
Did you say something ignorant that was very smart?
No, he said something very smart. I mean, it was a lot of ignorance going on before that, but it wasn't about the shit. It was just strippers dancing and
some Blueface shit.
Yeah, but anyways.
Hey, it's all good.
So he had the cameras, him and his neighbor sitting right there talking, right? And he had his neighbor talking also. His neighbor was saying like, Blueface, like he drives like the Porsche, Lamborghini, stuff like that, right? And then he was like, I can take Blueface's car and not get pulled over, but the police won't think twice about me. But they can see him, a black man with a nice car, and he's been pulled over hella times, and he's the one that can actually afford this car. I cannot afford this car.
It's true. And that is just a fact. And they will have so many excuses saying black people commit all these crimes and that. But it's still racial profiling. No matter, I don't care if you make the biggest fucking, it's still racial profile. And that is what it is. Like you can't say it's not true.
It's like seeing a Hispanic and just saying, oh, they're not legal. Like that's stupid. Like, you can't make an assumption.
And even if it's true, you still racially profiled them, and that's wrong. You shouldn't racially profile people. And when Blueface gets pulled over in his nice ass car, it's because he was racially profiled. Because some police officer looked at him and was like, "Who is this in this car? What? Nah, ain't no way. Something wrong," and pulled him over. And I mean, sometimes he might have been speeding.
Like I see this a
lot.
But
you know what I'm saying?
You see what car everybody getting now. Everybody got the Charger.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Charger Challenger, that's the move.
Yeah, that's what everybody getting right now, right? That's the car that the black man is going for, the young black man is going for.
Definitely, I agree. That Camaro Mustang type, that's what everybody go for. Yes, you are right.
And like, I just be driving around, they're getting pulled over so much. It's ridiculous. I always see it. And guess who's always driving?
A black dude?
A black dude.
Would you see like a lot of Chargers and Challengers getting pulled over?
A dude got pulled over. I was literally driving next to this dude. He did nothing illegal, and I pulled into McDonald's to drop my sister off. No, I was picking her up actually. Drove into hopped right into McDonald's to pick my sister up, and he come in right behind me. They all up on him. He did nothing, and then I sat there the whole time. Like that.
It's gonna be a description he fitted.
Yeah. Oh no! Don't even talk about that.
It's gonna be a description.
I look like.
It's always a description.
I look like so many people.
You know what I'm saying? It's a description. Man.
Bro, did you know? There's like 100 million people that look just like you. According to.
Hey, apparently
Bro, we look alike.
He said African American male, and I just figured that would had to have been you, right? I mean, because they also said 6 foot, but I mean, I'm about there. You know what I'm saying? They said 6 foot dreads. It must be you, right?
Yeah.
Dude with a waves.
Yeah, they could have got it wrong.
Fucking shit, man. And people will sit here. Black people will hear what we just said and laugh, but other people will sit here and not understand. And you know what's crazy? It's just because that's naive. Because this is true. It's true, and it's ridiculous, and that's why somebody will laugh at it. Because you will laugh at how the fuck can that shit be true, and it is. That's what's crazy. People are literally.
Wait, how stupid does that sound? How stupid does that sound?
You know what I'm saying? And for every police officer that does find the dude that did something.
You know what's the...
Like,
well, I don't know about
bro.
Every other city, but when I'm back home, when I get stopped by police, get put over like that, you know what's the first question they ask me?
Yeah.
They ask me my registration, nothing like that. They look at me and ask me where I'm from. And I swear to God, they ask me, where are you from?
It's interesting that you say that. I always get asked, do you own this car?
Yeah.
That's the first question. Do you own this car? Motherfucker, yeah. It's in my name. I got all the papers, and I make all the payments.
Now, what's the next question? When they see your tattoo, what they ask you?
Oh, yeah, they ain't ask me where I'm from. But I usually got sleeves.
Now, yeah, they still ask you that question, though, don't they?
Huh? Yeah.
Now,
do you own this car? Where you from? Oh, what you doing out here? Yeah. Do you own this car, though? That's like, yes. That, what makes you think I don't? You telling me you walk up to some little white dude in a bug, you own this car?
Don't say a bug, right?
Of course he own that little shit.
Nah, that's definitely his girlfriend car.
Oh, that's not even his car. I'm just saying, bro. Yes, I own my damn vehicle. And every time I get that question, I'm like, yeah, I guess you think I stole this car? Fair. I guess somebody stole a car somewhere around here. Still, fuck you. You think I ain't got the money to make payments on my vehicle? I do. Yes, I own this car. And I'm always going to take that personally. But I'm still going to be respectful.
Yeah,
because
like we talk about it after
job, right?
Because, you know,
let me voice my opinion. I don't want no bullets, officer, so I'm going to just do what you want. Whatever. And that's just me being real. Because if I was to ever disagree with this police officer, I think I'm going to get a bullet in me. And that's just true.
You remember when he was reaching, he said, "It smells like burnt marijuana in this car." Like, what? He asked us 30 questions before he said that. You know, like you're just trying to find something wrong, bro. Like, smell like you need an oil change. Like like what?
I don't ever feel secure. And that is the problem. I don't ever feel like when I get in an encounter with a police officer that he's going to care what the fuck I have to say.
Like, this is how I feel.
I don't ever feel I could be myself.
You know that feeling? Like, I don't know. Like, that feeling you get when, like, let's say you for some reason you walking by yourself or something like that, and it's a bunch of niggas that keep following, like they following you like that. You know that feeling you get?
Yeah.
Nigga, it's one officer in the car. It could be 2 officers in the car. You get that same feeling, don't you?
You know what feeling I get? That feeling when before like an AP exam or some shit, and they passing out a test. That's what dealing with the police literally is and feels like. It feels like I'm about to take the most important test of my life, and if I fuck up, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Man, I shouldn't be worried that like,
that's real.
I forgot to do my blinker, and I think I'm finna die now.
You know what I'm saying?
That's that big gap from I'm about to die, I didn't
turn on my blinker, I'm about to die. And I know it's a lot of shit in between there that maybe it could go different, and it's a lot of police officers that I won't have that problem with, but I never don't feel like I'm gonna have that problem. And it's not just me. I'm not crazy. It's not just me that feels that way. It's not just my brother right here. It's my brothers that feel that way. It's my sisters. You know what I'm saying? It's my, I was about to say something racist. It's my amigos You know what I'm saying? I said it anyways. I had to. And I wanted to. Oh, fuck, bro.
Alright, that's
Nah, bro, we rambling. You right. We do need to wrap this up. Look. This was a real something. I don't even know if you want to call this a podcast. This is more so like, man.
Like, this got me
crazy.
feeling like Spencer James. Like, I'm not mad. I'm angry. Like, that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like Spencer James.
You gotta go win us the championship, bro. But Crenshaw. But I gotta stand up for my city. My city, Crenshaw, because Crenshaw is a city now.
Yeah, come on, Coop.
Come on, Coop. You finna drop the virus record at all. The whole season, dog. Come on, Coop. Bro, y'all ever watch All American? This is funny, dog. This is a good show.
He's so angry.
Hey, he's angry.
He's not mad. He's angry. I think we just got us a little short clip. I'm not mad.
I'm angry. Bro, that show is funny, though. I like that show.
Great show. Terrible route running.
Man, that nigga was terrible. The football portions of it were cringy, but that made me want to watch it more because I got to talk shit about it. Like, man, see, I ain't knowing football. I was that guy.
You can't go to
that ain't how they play football. They don't know nothing.
You can't go to Memphis.
That boy would never play. That's not how real football is. Coach McCall would never let that happen.
You ain't go to Benny.
See, if I was the coach, he'd never talk back to me like that. I have him doing up, down, all up, there.
That's it.
Dog.
Bro, I think it's like the fourth time we put him a call on the podcast.
Bro, cause bro, I once I found out McCall watched one of the videos, I was like, Coach McCall, what? And that's an honor, dog. From the bottom of my heart, that is an honor, bro. I'm so happy to know that. Please watch all of my videos, cause that is one of the most inspirational people I've ever met.
He has a lasting personality.
Yes, bro.
Anybody who's ever met McCall,
You will never forget Coach McCall. Because at the end of the day, Coach McCall is going to impact your life in some way.
You could hate him.
But you're going to know who he was. That's just true.
Is he a walking legend? He's the man, the myth, the legend?
The man, the myth, the legend, Coach McCall, bro. He's the guy that's talked about at all the barbecues.
The last winning coach at varsity.
Ooh. Yeah, very true. Bro, we talked about some serious shit, and I need closing statements from both of us. This wasn't your normal type of podcast. This is more so just like we just talking about, man, what's been happening recently. I guess that is a normal type of podcast, but we need a closing statement, bro. And my personal closing statement, I want to say, I am a person that always will believe the way for change is through love and peace. You know what I'm saying? You show these people that whatever the situation is, I don't say these people, I'm not referring to anybody, saying you show people that you mean no harm, it is all love, and you just want peace, and you want the world to be a better place. It takes time, but that is the only way you can get the world to be. The easy way is never the best way. That's just basically what I'm saying. Love and peace is the only way, and it takes time, and that's always the way I'm going to feel. So anybody that disagrees with that, I don't really care. Because, I mean, you really going to tell me I'm wrong for wanting love and peace? I don't think you could do that to make you a bad person. So, yeah, man. It is what it is. Me saying a black life matters is not saying that any life does not matter. It's just saying that this life matters too, and it matters. And no matter what, that life does not matter any less. All lives matter. That means black lives matter. That is all I want to say. You can say whatever you want. hate that I have to say that.
Shouldn't have to say any of this.
You know what I'm
I have a
saying?
couple things I want to say. Like, okay, for you racist motherfuckers out there, well, you probably won't be watching this video.
Yeah,
but
probably not. You've seen my face. His
like,
face got angry.
You genuinely feel like you're superior for what reasons again? I reset that we're criminals. You better check them white collar crimes. You better quit playing. like, not even just white collar crimes. Like, to be real, like, yeah,
all races commit crimes.
Exactly. Like,
it is what it is.
Like, look down at, like, there's no reason to say that we're not all equal. There's people in any race or anything people want to be acknowledged as, if that's the correct term. You know, I don't want to offend nobody. Like, people are doing great things in any category and like any. Like, you can't genuinely think that, like, oh, you're superior to someone. You can't feel like somebody's not even a person. You can't feel that, like, that's not right.
It's
like
not
how
this country works.
Like how
it's not supposed to. It is.
Like, okay, people shouldn't have to tell them that they matter. They shouldn't have to fight for rights that are supposed to be rights for everyone. If everyone's supposed to be a person, right? Like,
you're entirely right.
These rights aren't just, oh, well, these rights are like for these people, not these people.
Yeah.
And
that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Like, you people, y'all too grown at y'all big ass age to be doing the things that y'all do. Y'all too fucking big, too adult to be out here like
taking
scarring kids. Not even that. Scarring kids, like, like how low, how like fucking scum. Like you like, you know, a kid doesn't want this. You know, this, not even just a kid, a woman doesn't want this. If they're telling you no, what the fuck do you think no means? You were taught this as a fucking baby. Like, you wouldn't want anybody doing this to your children, but yet you're out here with somebody else's children. And like, not even just as people that are like, people are coming up front with. Yeah, I'm talking about you 25-year-old niggas that's picking up 15-year-old girls in high school and talking about, oh, that's your boo, whatever, like that. No, that is not okay. Like dead ass, that shit is not okay. And if like you're in a relationship and they tell you no, obviously you're not doing something that makes them want that, or they just don't want to do this. And if they don't want to do this, you're not supposed to force anybody to do something that they don't want. Like, peer pressuring is wrong. So what do you think forcing somebody to have sex with you to, like, the fuck do you think that shit is? And then fucking shut up and dribble a basketball lady. Shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, LeBron has done way more for any community than you ever can. Like
she just is not financially capable.
Not even financially. Like,
can do.
Nobody's ever like, oh, when I grow up, I want to be this bitch.
Yeah, I don't think you're lying. I definitely do not think you're lying, sir.
When I grow up, I'm
go off, dog. More power to you.
Like, it's a lot of things that I want to say.
I'm loving it, bro. I'm just sitting here like, these damn right.
There's a lot of things that I want to say.
You can say whatever the hell you want, because that's what we do.
I can't, because it would be threats.
Oh.
So,
we'll say the threats then.
Yeah.
Those are more personal. But whoever
just if you follow
shall
me,
receive one.
if you if you got me on my socials, and yeah.
It's just like that, man. And shit, just like that. How am I in the video? This is intense, bro. Like, this is intense. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? These black lives do matter. I'm black and I'm proud, and I always will be, no matter who
wait.
or
I know
what.
what I want to end it on. I know what I want to end it on. So, I have a Yeah, I have a friend. I've known her since like middle school.
Mm-hmm.
She posted on her Instagram story, like it's just something positive to end off of.
Mm-hmm.
She said, like, fellas, be honest. Like, what do you like? What do you love about a black woman? And like, I said some things like not even like even if you're not attracted like to a black woman. Black woman is a black woman is a beautiful thing, beautiful thing to see. Like people carry themselves different, and I feel like no one carries themselves like a black woman does. Like I don't know, man. It's just
I think of my mom, my sisters, like
strong women, right?
I think of I know many strong, beautiful black women, and you know what? I think the life of a black woman is insanely hard, because I think that is one hated, talked about, trash talked about group of people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I think it's crazy how so many people want to be black women. They want hair like black women. They want to look like black women. They want black women's bodies. They want black women's lips, features. But they don't want to give black women the credit for it. And to every black woman out there, more power to you. Because you fight through that every day. And I don't think anybody receives as much scrutiny as a black woman, but to get all this background love. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how everybody wants to be a black woman but hates black women. It's crazy, man. So
same to me, man.
Yeah, man.
Love my black woman, man.
Love. That's what we're going to end on. It's love. To every group of people, and not just black women. Black women, y'all deserve some love. So shout out to y'all, but shout out to everybody, man.
Everybody
right. Deserves love. And that's what this podcast is about. This is about love. We want everybody to feel love, because I'm spewing nothing but love. Because nothing but love coming from me. Feel me? Some more power, more love to everybody. And that's what I want to end on.
Pure soul, we don't do the hate.
Real. Love. We out.
I put my head like 50 Cent at the end.
Yeah. Hold on. We out.
Not T.I.?
You know what I'm saying? I hit all types of angles through the video. I was
Really?
like, boom. You know what I'm saying? I hit some of these.
Then
I was like, these. Feel me?
Chris Brown.
Hold on. We out of here. What are we doing?
Wait. One more. Bobby.